everybody, it's Krista, and I want to just talk to you today. I have a market that I need to go to. We are selling some honey and the last of our chickens and things like that. So I have to get going on that, but I'm putting in one of my freezer meals that we made, and I will link that video where we did that with a friend of mine. And as I'm doing this, I was cleaning off some mail and stuff like that, putting things away. I wanted to have a quick discussion with you. So what I want to talk to you about is winter and the time of year that we are thinking about next spring's gardens. So I'm a lot of a planner. Like, I will plan things 6 months to a year out. And part of that is the event industry that I'm in. We, have to think ahead of time because you have to have your products and your marketing and everything prepared, 6 months ahead of when everyone actually wants to buy it. So right now, everyone's gearing up for Christmas. But I'm already thinking about spring gardens. So if you will remember, back in, I think it was late August, I posted a video where I was on the farm and I had gotten the Botanical Interests seed sale box, and we opened those together with my dad. I'll link that one here as well. But I had already started looking at seeds for next year. You do not need to worry about germination rates buying 2022 seeds and planting them in 2023. Seed germination rates do not go down that fast. Like, I will have to look up the statistics, but I want to say it's like they lose 7 to 10% a year. And I don't really even find that to be true. Like, we're planting seeds that have been stored in, the dark, temperature regulated area, because I have a dresser in my dining room from 3 years ago, and they're like, the germination rate is fine. If there is a germination rate problem, it's usually the entire pack, and it was the same problem I had when they were fresh, not because they're older, if that makes sense. Like, I have gotten a few packs that just had like very poor germination, but they had very poor germination when they were brand new. So don't worry about buying 2022 seeds and planning to plant them in 2023, okay? If you can get a discount on seeds right now, when everyone's trying to clearance out their packaged seeds from this year to stock their shelves with 2023 seeds, that's the time to do it. You get a much better deal and you can stock your garden that way. Now, I know all the seed catalogs come out around Christmas and everybody looks forward to January, and it's dark and it's cold and there's nothing to do, and so you start pouring through those catalogs. I do it too, because at that point, the holidays are over. I'm done with it. I want my house cleaned out, and I am ready to prepare for the garden. I'm ready to get in that greenhouse. Like, I'm ready. I do it too. I go through those seeds. I go through all my seeds and make sure I have enough for the year that I want to plant. And I might order a few more, or I might come across something I haven't tried before, and I'll order that. But the bulk of my seeds that I am planning to purchase are purchased. There was a few tomato varieties that I could not get a hold of because everyone was out. I will have to look for those as soon as they hit restock. But I try to get the majority of my seeds purchased before Christmas, because once everyone starts purchasing in January, a lot of times there's a run, and all the things that you really want, they're gone and you can't get a hold of them. I ran into that with a few pepper varieties. So let me get this crock pot going or I'm going to forget to turn it on. So I want to go over a few of the places that I shopped from and give you some ideas of some things that you can do. So first of all, Botanical Interests, I don't think they're doing their sale anymore, but they're a great company to check out. I'm going to link all these companies below. So I did that seed purchase back in August. Then M.I. Gardener was running a sale. Let's see, is that this one? Yes. And they have really great seed prices. It is a small family-owned company. And back at the beginning of October, they were running a sale, which was 50% off. So that made their seed packets $1. Now, you have to be careful about quantities in those seed packets, which you do for any seed packet, because one item may have 100 seeds in it, and for the same price, the next one may only have 10 seeds in it. So when you are ordering, be conscious of those seed quantities, because if you want to plant a row of beans and you have a more traditional row, like out at the family farm, we have 100-foot rows. So if I wanted to plant a 100-foot row of black beans, one packet of 20 to 25 beans that I get from MI Gardener is not nearly enough. That's enough for a small raised bed garden, which is pretty typically what they target. Like if you watch Luke, he does raised bed gardening. And so their quantities are very geared and targeted towards raised bed gardeners, I feel like. So just watch those quantities and keep thinking about what you're planning to plant. And then in that cold January, when you're sitting down and you're actually marking out and making your plan, if you find that maybe I didn't buy enough, then you can buy more, but you've saved yourself some money by buying some when they're on sale. So anyway, all that to say, when he did his dollar sale to start clearancing out the seed packages from 2022, I went ahead and bought a small pack of seeds. So what I did is I concentrated on some flowers. Now, I'm going to admit this, and I hate admitting this. I buy these every year, asters. Have bought them from different companies. So far, I have not gotten them to germinate for me. But every year, I try. And I am determined that one of these years, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to figure out that key magical formula to make these work for me. I don't know why I have such problems with asters. However, I bought them again. Especially when they're on sale, since I ruin them every year, apparently. That's the time to get them when they're $1. So, I bought some more apricot asters because this is my favorite and I desperately want these. Some straw flowers, love these. Orange Wonder Snapdragon, Apple Blossom Snapdragon, I can't talk, Snapdragon, a dahlia mix. You know, just some beautiful things to put in the garden to keep my pollinators happy because, you know, we do have bees. And then I bought some cinnamon basil because that is one variety I do not have. Oh, some more straw flowers. I bought some blue Hubbard squash. I keep saying I'm not going to grow squash again. I love squash, but the squash bugs love my garden. And so pumpkins and squash do not do good here. I have heard, don't know if it's true, that the blue Hubbard, the squash bugs are not as crazy about. So I did go ahead and buy some of that. And I'm going to try to figure out where to put them, whether that's a container or somewhere away from my garden, and see if I can't get some of these. The Azoyshka tomato. It is my top tomato, top yellow tomato. I love this tomato. I cannot tell you how much I love this tomato. Like, it is the best yellow tomato. I don't know what it is. Favorite tomato. And my gardener is the only one I have found that has it. It is a Russian tomato. I do save my seeds, but I always buy these seeds just to make sure that they are pure. I love them, and I want to make sure I have backup. And I also sell these as started plants to people because it's not a popular variety in my area, and everyone who buys the plant loves them. So this is a new one for me, striped Roma. We have always grown the traditional Romas for sauce, and I was kind of bored with them. So like 2 years ago, I didn't plant any Romas. And then I regretted that because they are the best sauce tomato. They're the easiest ones to can. So I was like, yeah, okay. So last year I went back and planted some Romas again. Well, this is a beautiful variegated striped Roma. So I was like, ooh, beauty, something different, but tried and true traditional variety. So Kellogg's breakfast is always a good one to have. I love yellow tomatoes, y'all. Like, I adore yellow tomatoes. I know some people don't like them because they have a lot of times a milder flavor. Technically, they do not have less acidity, but something about them does not seem to burn as much. So I love yellow tomatoes. I absolutely adore yellow tomatoes. So that was my very small order. So 1, 2, oh, here's the sheet. Oh, it doesn't tell me how much it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. Free shipping. So that gave me a couple new varieties, some pollinators, and then a few of my tried true varieties like that I really wanted. So that was great. Now, same with Baker Creek. They were doing a sale on some things, and let's see. They had also restocked some things, and I wanted to grab things while they were restocked. That's what it was. So Baker Creek was not doing a sale. I apologize. I think they did have a few items on sale, but it was more that I got some restock alerts, and so I wanted to go get a few things while they were in stock because I'd been waiting on them for a year. And then, of course, with Baker Creek, you always get free seed. I got some more Japanese wasabi radishes, which we never plant. I am going to plant them this year and make some wasabi sauce and see what happens. Not something I would have bought, but I might try it. It'll be fun. Okay, so I bought some tomatillos because I want to make some salsa verde. And got some more Cosmos orange hat tomatoes. I tried them for the first time last year, along with a few of my clients. We absolutely adore them. Bought some more of those. I'm going to try the Ananas Noir this year. I'm not going to go through all these. Oh, the orange peach. I've heard mixed reviews about this. It's a very soft-sided tomato that resembles a peach. And the reason I wanted these is I wanted them to go with some actual peaches and some, Sugar Rush peach peppers to make like a bruschetta salsa something or other. So that's why I got those. Pineapple tomatoes, one of my all-time favorites, along with Dad's Sunset, which I don't think I bought more of. Queen Lemony Peach Zinnia is not one that I've had in my collection, so I wanted to get a hold of that. The Napa Chardonnay tomatoes, I wanted to try those because they had good reviews. I believe it was Jessica at Roots and Refuge has been talking about those this summer, so I wanted to give those a try. The Arroz con Polo pepper is another one that she recommends, and that's pretty much it. So, not a huge order there either, but a few. The Arroz con whatever pepper is the one that I had really been waiting on, and some of the tomatillos to come into stock, along with that peach zinnia. So there was like 4 or 5 varieties that had come into stock that I wanted to make sure I grabbed. So that was that order. Now the next 2 are grab bags. We love mystery boxes and grab bags in this family, which is how I ended up with 28 chickens of various varieties, because we did the Cackle Hatchery mystery box basically. So, and that was absolutely the funnest thing we ever could have done when we were expanding our chicken flock. If you have the room for that many chickens, it was amazing. So, but we got stuck with ducks and turkeys in that box, so be warned. And that fostered my son's love of ducks, which I wish we didn't have ducks, but he has kept the ducks. They are females. They do lay eggs. Once they have passed, I probably will never have ducks again, but he enjoys them greatly. And then turkeys, we had no idea about, and now we raise turkeys because they were absolutely, they were great fun to do. So we have gone to many places, and if they have a mystery box, my husband is a sucker for a mystery box. Well, I have become a sucker for seed grab bags and garden mystery boxes, things like that, or the chickens. So 2 companies were doing grab bags to downsize their seeds at the end of the year. And In My Gardener was one. After they ran their sale, they basically said, here, we are going to give you seeds for $19.99 until supplies are done, and you don't know what you're getting. I had to do it. So they gave, I believe it was 39 packs or 29 packs. I think it's supposed to be like right at 30 packs. So they're a little less than $1. I'm not going to do that math in my head because I don't do math. But if you figure the seed packets were $1, that would have been 20 packs, but you're getting an extra 10 packs. So they're what, I don't know, 75 cents, something like that a pack. So not a bad price, but part of it is the fun that you get. So I'm going to take that out. That bag is busted. So here we go. I got some Swiss chard, which we like. Some China rose radishes, which we like. Golden ball turnips. Sweet dumpling squash, which I do like. I might try them again. Gobstopper tomatoes. I've never tried these before. But I have looked at them. They've been in my cart before. So that's fun. Parsnips I've never tried. State winter pumpkin. I don't know that I will try this. I really want to, and maybe I'll put a plant up, you know, somewhere away from the garden, like up near the orchard or in front of the pool fence, somewhere near the bees. And if the bugs find it, they find it, but it's not near anything else. I don't know, because that would be great fun to have for the kids. Black chia, would never have bought that. May try it, I don't know. Same with caraway. Love kohlrabi, so that's a great buy. Scarlet kale, I'll plant that. Savoy cabbage is great. Trucker's favorite yellow corn, would not have ordered that, but I will probably plant it because I would feed it to my chickens. It seems like a really good variety for drying. Red leaf amaranth, we'll plant that. Rosita eggplant, I will also plant that. Slow bolt arugula is one that I purchased and I love it. Aunt Ruby's German green tomato is one that I have also had in my cart before but never purchased, so I'm glad to have that. Parisian carrot I buy. Onions is great. A mignonette bronze lettuce, I've never tried that, but I will absolutely do that. Orange Wonder snapdragons are great. A yellow piquillo pepper, which I really love the look of these. I don't know that I would actually ever purchase them, but I would use these as ornamentals no matter what. So we will definitely be planting those. Along with Spicy Glow basil, blue bachelor's button, California poppies, teddy bear sunflower. I've got some of those. More of the same onion. Hungarian yellow wax peppers. My sister planted these this year. So I don't know. I may give these away. We didn't really do a lot with these this year, so I don't know about that. Sweetie tomato and red pear tomato. I will probably not put these in my garden. I am not a fan of the pear tomatoes because they always get blight really bad in this area. And the sweetie tomato, they're very, very prolific, and we just don't keep up with them. So I will probably not plant these either. So any of the ones that I do not plant or decide not to keep, we actually have a blessing box at our school. We have a school garden, and there's a blessing box in it. And so I will probably take all these seeds that I decide not to keep or not to use and put them in the blessing box so that someone else can keep them. I will also trade them and things like that. So I think this was a great little package for $19.99, and it was fun. I got some things out of it that I will definitely enjoy. So the last one, let me check my time. Whew, yeah, I've got about 10 minutes till I need to hit the road. So the last one was True Leaf Market, and I have never purchased from them before, but I read a lot of reviews and I watched the reviews as they were selling these bags, the grab bags, and I think they were $29.99. I know In My Gardener was cheaper, but for $29.99 they guaranteed 40 packets. So I mean, it probably comes out about the same. But again, you don't get to choose your varieties. And I did read in the comments, people who had already gotten theirs, they got a lot of duplicates. A lot of duplicates and a lot of like your average seeds. So I wanted to try it out just so I could see, because I don't ever want to, you know, recommend seed companies or talk to people about these type of things and not know. And it was one of the ones that was all over Facebook. So a lot of people saw it. And they are a USA company, and they do ship in Mylar bags. So, and they are resealable, so it helps keep them safe. It's another family-owned company and a non-GMO safe seed pledge. So it seemed like a good quality company, really good reviews, but on the grab bag, they had some questionable, you know, people were disappointed in what they got. They were like, oh, we didn't get any of the rare varieties and things like that. But if you went in some of the older comments, they were like, oh, we got some of the rare varieties, we got this, we didn't get as many duplicates. So I think what happened, and this is going to be typical of any grab bag and any seed companies, is as they sell them, they start running out. And so the people who buy later are going to get more duplicates. They're going to get more regular varieties because the earlier grab bags had all that stuff in it and they didn't have as much to spread out. So you have to keep that in mind. If you are new and you are just getting started though, for $30, you can get 40 packets of seeds and you could trade some of these duplicates. I don't know if True Leaf is still doing this. They may be out by now, but you can keep an eye on some of these companies, especially for next year, because they do it every year. Keep an eye on some of these companies and that will help you build your seed stock. It'll help you trade. It will help you gift. Seeds make a great gift for Christmas. So if you and some of your friends are new gardeners and you're just getting going and you don't have a lot of seed stock, grab one of these bags, grab some discount seeds and make cute little stockings of, you know, garden tools and seeds. It'd be a great gift. I would love that. So I'm going to run through these really quick because I do have to load my truck and get going. And of course I dumped them out upside down until I come to them. Okay, so we have thyme. So 2 packs of thyme, and I think there was 3 or 4 packs of some things. Just a nice variety. Oh, look, here's another garden thyme. It's a different type of thyme, but they both look pretty much the same. So broccoli, little fingers carrots, romaine lettuce, another Paris Island romaine lettuce, another Paris Island romaine lettuce. What's your name?
Hey, David.
Yeah, I am, but I can cut this part out. What's up?
I'll send this to you. But...
Okay. French breakfast radish, crimson sweet watermelon, which I don't do well with watermelons here, and I think I got a couple of those. Some more broccoli. Utah celery, which I grew well, and then everything kept eating it, so I never got any of it. So we are definitely going to try that again. Some more breakfast radish. More Swiss chard. That one's a ruby. Swiss chard ruby. Straight 8 cucumber. A Calabrese broccoli. A purple coneflower. Another Calabrese broccoli. Another purple coneflower. Red Russian kale. Spaghetti squash. I have so much spaghetti squash, y'all. Like every seed company sends me spaghetti squash as free seed or in bundles or whatever, and I can't plant it around here because the squash bugs kill it so fast. I'm going to be giving a lot of spaghetti squash away, and it's a shame because I really do like spaghetti squash. Black Beauty eggplant, sugar baby watermelon, lacinato kale, which is the dinosaur kale. Some more of that. Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. I will plant that. Charleston Wakefield cabbage. Definitely plant that. Some more of the spinach. I don't need 2 packages of it. Organic chives. I will definitely plant those. Italian Rosa Bianca eggplant. I do well with eggplant. I like it. Some 8-row golden bantam corn. Again, I would probably plant this corn as in a raised bed for chicken fodder. And here's another one of those, and some more celery. Large cherry red tomato, I will definitely donate those. Large cherry red tomato, we'll definitely donate those. We do not plant a lot of cherry tomatoes. We have our favorites, and I try to plant, you know, 2 of each one in case, you know, one gets sick or something happens to it. But other than that, I mean, those are so prolific that they give us plenty to dry for our sun-dried tomatoes as well as fresh eating, that I just am not going to plant a ton of cherry tomatoes. And I'm not going to plant a bunch of varieties because we have our favorites, and those are the ones we want to eat every year. So this year, these red ones that I've been getting, and people always end up with those as extra because nobody plants those. Like, some people do, but that's why they end up with those to give out in all these seed packets, because they are not as good of a seller as like the Chardonnay or the Sunrise Bumblebee or, you know, some of the other varieties. So, small sugar pumpkin, probably will not be able to plant that. And another eggplant. So, I got a few varieties of eggplants and a few varieties of other things. But like I said, it was mostly your average seeds, like your straight A cucumbers, your different eggplants, your celery, your corn. So it wasn't anything like fantastic, but if you do not have a seed stock, it's great. And I will, some of this I will plant, like the kale and the cabbage and the straight 8 cucumbers. Like, we love all those things. And because I got multiple packs, some of the ones that we do use a lot of, like the straight 8, I will keep in the Mylar bag, keep it in my drawer, in the dresser, and I will have plenty to plant next year as well. So that's not a big deal, saving that seed. Things that we won't plant, like the cherry tomatoes, the red cherry tomatoes, things like that, I will donate. I will give away. It's not a terrible thing, and it was a lot of fun getting this and going through all the seeds, because every now and then you do get something interesting. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that now, even though everyone's gearing up for Christmas, the gardens are being put to bed, go ahead and keep an eye out on these seed companies or your favorite seed companies that you purchase from. I will link a few more that I purchased from. I have not noticed them doing any sales. I don't know if they do them, like Hoss Tools and Johnnie seeds. But, you know, if they have extra packaged 2022 seeds, they have to get them out so that they can sell for 2023. Because at the end of 2022, they're not selling those. So go ahead and keep an eye on your favorite seed companies or any of these that I will link. And maybe pick up some seeds as you can if they're on sale, because they are good buys. Grab some grab bags if that's your thing. If not, don't. Just purchase the ones that you want if that's more aligning with your budget. But getting them before the rush, the big seed rush in January, February, March, will give you a little bit of a head start, so you can start, you know, in those cold months, instead of just pouring through the seed catalogs, you can go ahead and be planting your garden and feel a level of security that you have your seeds for that year. You got them for a great price, which in this time of inflation and crazy things that are going on is always a good feeling. Like, I feel blessed that we have enough seeds that we are fine. I don't have to buy anything else. Even if I don't get some of the varieties that I would like to have in my garden, we have plenty. So anyway, this video is not sponsored. I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, though I would like to be. So if you know anyone, but seriously, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.